Tonight, we dive into the heart of the American League Central as the Detroit Tigers gear up to face a formidable opponent, the Cleveland Guardians. With A.J. Hinch at the helm, the Tigers understand the stakes, and Hinch himself has been candid about the challenge ahead. "We know the division runs through Cleveland, as much as we want to say otherwise," he stated. This isn't just talk. It's a reality check for a team that has stumbled recently, losing 11 of their last 13 games. As they prepare for the second game of a 4-game home series, they find themselves 6.5 games behind the Guardians. The Guardians are riding high, having won 6 out of their last 7 games, including a decisive 8-2 victory in the series opener. This team is not just a rival. They are a benchmark for success in the division, having claimed the division title in 3 of the last 4 seasons. The Tigers, on the other hand, are still trying to find their footing after making the playoffs as a wild card in the past 2 years. Let's not forget the bitter memories of last season when the Guardians eliminated the Tigers in the AL Division Series, a wound that still stings for this franchise. Hinch is keenly aware of the history and the rivalry that has developed. "This is such a fun rivalry that's developed the last couple of years because both teams have been really good and trading punches here or there," he said. "It's clear this isn't just about wins and losses. It's about pride, competition, and the spirit of two cities that refuse to back down. Both teams are fighters, and this rivalry is becoming one of the more compelling narratives in the league." Now, looking to turn the tide, the Tigers will send Keider Montero to the mound. With a record of 2-3 and a 3.65 ERA, Montero had a strong start to the month with quality outings against the Texas Rangers and Kansas City Royals. However, his last performance against the New York Mets was less than ideal, allowing 4 runs in just under 5 innings. But let's not forget, Montero has shown he can handle the Guardians before. 2 seasons ago, he delivered an impressive 6 1/3 scoreless innings in his only career regular season outing against them. This is a pitcher who has the potential to rise to the occasion, and Tigers fans are hoping he can channel that past success. On the opposing side, the Guardians will counter with Parker Messick, who boasts an impressive 5-1 record and a 2.35 ERA. His recent performances have showcased his ability to win even when he doesn't have his best stuff, a testament to both his skill and maturity. "It was probably the best pregame bullpen I've ever thrown in my life, and then it just did not translate to the game," Messick said, illustrating the unpredictable nature of baseball. His manager, Stephen Voigt, has been vocal about Messick's growth, praising him for his ability to adapt and keep hitters off balance. In their previous encounter, Messick allowed 4 runs in 5 innings, which makes this matchup even more intriguing. Will Montero reclaim his previous dominance over the Guardians, or will Messick continue to solidify his reputation as a rising star in the league? As we wait for the first pitch, it's clear that this game isn't just another box score. It's a pivotal moment in the season for the Tigers. Fans, where are you watching from? And what are your thoughts on how Detroit can turn the season around? Moving on from this critical matchup, let's delve into the next story that could have significant implications for the Tigers as they look to navigate a challenging season. The Detroit Tigers have made significant moves this offseason, notably with the late signings of Framber Valdez and Justin Verlander. These 2 seasoned veterans bring not just experience, but a proven track record of success, including World Series victories, which is exactly what the Tigers needed to bolster their rotation. With Jackson Jobe sidelined for most of the season, and troubling injury updates for Troy Melton and Reese Olson, these acquisitions were more than just smart moves. They were essential. As the pitching depth chart began to take form, Keider Montero found himself once again at a crossroads. Would he remain AAA depth or step up as bullpen support? The answer came swiftly when injuries struck. With Verlander, Casey Mize, and Tarik Skubal all finding themselves on the injured list, Montero's number was called early, and he has answered that call with remarkable resolve. For those who have followed the Tigers closely, Montero's journey has been a mix of highs and lows. We've seen him rise to the occasion in critical moments, but we've also watched him struggle with command and consistency. Too often, a seemingly solid outing would spiral into chaos due to a poorly placed pitch. However, this season, there's a noticeable improvement. Even after a rough outing that saw him give up 4 runs, Montero boasts a respectable 3.65 ERA and a 3.84 FIP through his initial 8 starts. While his outings may not be filled with jaw-dropping highlights, the effectiveness he has displayed is a significant asset for a team that desperately needs stability. The most crucial improvement in Montero's game has been his command. lowering his walk rate from 3.08 BB/9 to an impressive 2.03 BB/9 is no small feat for a pitcher who often relies on inducing contact. This adjustment can drastically alter the dynamic of a game. Fewer runners on base lead to fewer potential scoring opportunities, and Montero's command has also contributed to a sharp decline in his home run-to-fly ball rate, from 15% down to just 6.8%. These adjustments have minimized the mistakes that could derail his outings. While they're not completely eradicated, the trajectory is promising. However, Montero's latest start against the Mets was a reminder that this journey is still a work in progress. He managed to navigate through several innings, but a base runner followed by a misplaced pitch resulted in a home run, a scenario that has haunted him in the past. This inconsistency highlights the ongoing need for refinement, yet it's crucial to recognize the strides he's made. Montero's improvements have been particularly evident against left-handed hitters. Last season, they posted a staggering .892 OPS against him, but he has slashed that figure down to .650 this season. This newfound ability to handle lefties effectively reduces the pressure on him to dominate right-handed batters and helps him to manage lineups more confidently. His changeup has been stellar, holding opposing batters to a mere .077 average with no extra base hits, but his fastball has played a pivotal role as well. By utilizing his four-seamer effectively, he's created a dynamic that keeps hitters guessing, which is vital for his success. While Montero may not possess the most elite stuff in the league, his effectiveness lies in his ability to sequence pitches and keep hitters off balance. He's proven he can adapt, as evident by his approach against Elly De La Cruz, utilizing high fastballs for strikeouts before switching to his changeup for a third strikeout in their matchups. Let's be clear, Montero is not the savior the Tigers need, and that's perfectly fine. The organization doesn't require him to be an all-star. They need him to eat innings and provide stability as they navigate a season riddled with injuries. With key pitchers like Jackson Jobe, Troy Melton, Casey Mize, Reese Olson, Tarik Skubal, and Justin Verlander all on the IL, Montero has stepped into a critical role. Without him, the Tigers would likely have been facing even more bullpen games, with lesser-known pitchers like Brian Sammons or Dylan Files stepping in. That's a scary thought. The innings Montero has provided have been invaluable, especially considering the struggles faced by some of the more prominent veterans in the rotation. Valdez has been inconsistent, and Jack Flaherty's performances have been downright troubling, with the Tigers losing his last 6 outings. In contrast, Montero has given the Tigers a fighting chance in each of his 8 starts, often going at least 6 innings, which has been a lifeline for a team in dire need of consistency. I'm not here to sell you on the notion that Keider Montero is on the verge of a breakout season, nor is he an elite pitcher. In a landscape where extreme opinions dominate, it's essential to appreciate the nuanced reality of a player performing his role effectively. Montero has delivered when called upon, and for a team grappling with injuries, that's a critical component of their success. What lies ahead for him and the Tigers? Only time will tell, but let's take a moment to acknowledge the significant contributions he's made during a tumultuous time for the franchise. Now, let's pivot to our next topic.
As we delve deeper into the latest happenings surrounding the Detroit Tigers, fans should be paying close attention to the promising return of ace pitcher Tarik Skubal. Following a surgery on May 6th to remove a loose body from his left elbow, Skubal took a significant step forward this past Monday by throwing a full bullpen session. This marks not only his second time throwing off a mound since the operation, but also the first instance where he utilized all of his pitches. Now, before we dig into the details, I want to hear from you. Where are you watching from, and what are your thoughts on Skubal's recovery? Leave your comments below. Skubal, a 2-time Cy Young winner, expressed confidence in his progress, stating, "Everything was very normal." This sentiment is crucial for a team that has faced its share of struggles this season. The ultimate goal for Skubal is evidently to return to his usual 5-day rotation, ensuring his body is in peak condition as he aims to rejoin the big leagues. It's heartening to see him approaching this milestone with such determination. What makes this recovery even more intriguing is the method employed during his surgery. Skubal underwent the procedure using a nanoneedle 2.0, a cutting-edge surgical tool that promises to expedite recovery times. Typically, one would expect a standard arthroscopic procedure to yield a recovery window of about 2 to 3 months. However, with this advanced technology, there's a glimmer of hope that Skubal could bounce back even faster than anticipated. Let's take a moment to appreciate what Skubal has accomplished prior to his injury. In his 7 starts this season, he posted a commendable record of 3-2, with an impressive 2.70 ERA and a whip of 0.946. Those numbers are not just good. They reflect the potential of an ace who can dominate on the mound. The Tigers need that level of performance as they navigate a challenging season. As fans, we are rightfully invested in the trajectory of this team. Skubal's return could be a game-changing moment for the Tigers. His presence on the mound not only bolsters the pitching rotation, but also instills a sense of confidence among the players and the fan base alike. The Tigers have had their ups and downs this season, and having a reliable pitcher like Skubal can provide the stability needed to turn things around. However, it's essential to remain realistic. While Skubal's recovery is promising, the big question remains, how quickly can he return to form? The expectations are high, and there's no denying that the Tigers will be counting on him to not just return, but to perform at the elite level we know he's capable of. The pressure is on, and it's a challenge he seems ready to embrace. As we wrap up this segment, let's keep our eyes glued to the developments surrounding Skubal and the Tigers. His journey back to the mound will undoubtedly be one of the critical narratives as the season unfolds. So what do you think? Will Skubal's return be the catalyst the Tigers need to turn their season around? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for all the latest news and updates surrounding our beloved Detroit Tigers. The season is far from over, and with players like Skubal poised to make a comeback, there's still plenty of excitement to look forward to.